I got a cute, like, non-binary bun on top now. Pretty nice and dorky. Hey guys, today we're going to talk about top surgery. Doing research into top surgery, it's really hard to know the step-by-step process, especially in the United States. Like, what do you have to do? What's the chances? And kind of talking about where I am with that right now. So in the past 2 months or so, I have dived into the top surgery realm. If you haven't done a lot of research yet, the major thing that you need to know is that it is hella expensive. Hey! My cats. It is so expensive. It is between maybe $3,000 and $10,000 to even $12,000. And that's not even including if you need any hotels or taking time off of work, because it's about a 2 to 3 week recovery process. And so where do you even get started? If you can't just pay out of pocket, how do you do it? Well, what I'm doing right now is I'm on the route of getting it covered by the insurance, which is pretty difficult from everything that I've read and researched. Top surgery usually gets denied by insurance about 40 to 50% of the time for a myriad of reasons. Basically, it comes down to discrimination. Even though they can't technically discriminate, they are. So if you are interested in doing top surgery, the first step, and I'm through Aetna, so you can look up the requirements of top surgery or a double mastectomy for a gender confirming surgery if you want, and you can compare it to your own insurance company. For Aetna, you have to have a few requirements. Basically, you need to have everything labeled out that you need the surgery by your doctors, and you also need to be 18 years of older to be able to consent to this. But the thing that's pretty tricky is that you need a therapist to approve of this, but one that is super qualified by the insurance standards. And so I see a normal therapist just day to day, talking about everything, but I had to also see a gender therapist. When I talked to my normal therapist about wanting to get the surgery done, she reached out to a few of her comrades and found a gender specialist in Chicago. I got referred out to him, and then I saw him for about 2 to 3 appointments to get everything hammered out for my letter of recommendation. A letter of recommendation has to go to your top surgeon, and the top surgeon uses that along with his recommendation to submit it to the insurance company. And then the insurance company basically determines if they're going to allow this to be covered by the insurance or not. To get your letter of recommendation, I would first say get referred out to a gender therapist. Wherever you're located, find a gender therapist or a gender clinic and meet with him. If you only want to get the letter of recommendation and you don't want regular therapy, just be honest. That's what I did with my guy. I said, hey, I just need my letter. And then he saw me for a few sessions, made sure, determined that I was sane and of good health, and talked about everything from childhood to adult to partners, the influence of that. He really got to know me, and then he wrote me a letter of recommendation. With that letter, it's kind of like a living document. I went and I've done a consultation with my top surgeon, or a potential top surgeon. I met with Dr. King, who's in Madison, Wisconsin. And so far I love him. Generally speaking, you want a few consultations because you want to determine what surgeon is best for you. I'm seeing 2 more in Chicago, and I'm just going to see which one I like. And from there, I'll tell them that I want to continue forward with that surgeon, and then we'll submit the letter of recommendation to the insurance company, and they will decide if they're going to cover it or not. So that's kind of the steps that I have done so far of how to get into top surgery, and now I'm just kind of in this waiting game. I meet with my second surgeon in a week. I'm very excited. I'll go more into kind of financial stuff in the other video when I talk about my consultations, but generally speaking, that is kind of the process so far to top surgery. So you have your normal therapist refer you out to a gender therapist, or you can skip the normal therapist, go straight to the gender therapist, get your letter of recommendation, meet with top surgeons, pick the top surgeon that you want, have some consultations with them, of course. And then once you choose, then they will submit the letter of recommendation to the insurance company. The insurance company will then approve or decline it. You could possibly have to meet with more therapists to get it approved. Once the insurance company approves it, then you go ahead, set your surgery date by making a deposit, and then pay the full amount for the surgery, whatever is left over after insurance, a few weeks before the surgery. Probably about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on the top surgeon. And then, there you go. Then you have a top surgery. I hope this helps because it's really hard to determine exactly what steps to do, and it can seem really overwhelming. But once you find out that the top surgeons are like covered by your insurance and everything's approved, then hopefully it will work out. We'll see. Oh God. The anxiety. Catch me on Instagram, casmiko7, and I'll see you guys later. Alright, bye!